Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
You are listening to
every day.
To listen to Vaughan Radio.
You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Tune in every day.
Vaughan Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Inglés con Ruby. I'm your host, Ruby, and today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 5th of May, if you're listening live, and it's 3 o'clock. Son las 3 en punto. Estamos a martes 5 de mayo. Es un buen día para aprender inglés, una buena hora para aprender inglés, am I right? Let me tell you what we are going to practice today. As usual, we have to start with a bit of a review. So, we are going to review yesterday's vocabulary, we are going to review yesterday's grammar, and we are going to review yesterday's phrasal verb, as usual, by reading the text and answering some questions. After that, we will start with today's vocab, and we are going to do herbs and spices. Herbs and spices. That is the vocabulary of today, which is on the third book of vocabulario in Inglés, by the way. After this vocabulary, we are going to do some grammar, and we're going to practice the word while and maybe whilst. While, mientras o mientras tanto. After practicing this grammar and in particular this word, we are going to correct a very common mistake, which is to pass the night, que está mal dicho, pasar la noche. We say to stay or spend the night, and we're going to practice this. And last but not least, we are going to learn a new phrasal verb, or maybe review, because I think that we have had a look at it before, which is to have on, que significa llevar puesto. And that is today's content. Let's get started with today's review. Desserts. We are going to review desserts, el vocabulario que estuvimos haciendo ayer, que era postres, desserts. I am going to give you a name in Spanish, and you are going to translate the name into English. Lo vais a poner en inglés. Yo lo voy a decir en español y vosotros lo vais a decir en inglés. Vale, os voy a dar unos segunditos a ver si os acordáis. Again, we had a look at it yesterday, so let's see if you remember. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to have a look at it. All right. The first word, let's see. La primera, bizcocho. ¿Cómo era esta, David? Porque era interesante. ¿Qué me dijiste? Bueno, esto seguro que es por...
Yeah, Victoria something.
Victoria Esponja.
Sponge.
Yes, because it's a sponge cake. And we can also say Victoria Sponge or Victoria Sponge Cake because Queen Victoria really liked it, and so they named it after her. Very good, David. All right, next word. Natillas. Custard. Remember, we say custard, guys. We don't say custard. Cuidado con la U, la pronunciación de esta palabra. We don't say custard, we say custard. Custard, very good. So C-U-S-T-A-R-D, custard. Magdalena. A muffin, very good. También muffin y no muffin. Muffin, a muffin. Helado con sirope. Sunday. A sundae. Very good. We say it with an A and an E. Sunday. S-U-N-D-A-E. Sunday. Un bollo. Scone. Very good. This starts with an S and then it's followed by a C. Y entonces es muy habitual poner una E delante cuando lo pronunciamos y decir scone o scone. Pero no. Scone. S-C-O-N-E. Scone. Very good. Hojaldre. Pastry. Very good. Pastry. P-A-S-T-R-Y. Pastry. Con Y, ¿vale? Pastry. Dulce. Este no lo dijimos ayer because I don't find the word in Spanish, but dulce de bizcocho y lleva como licor, ¿vale? And so it's a bit weird. I don't really know. No es un tiramisú porque el tiramisú es tiramisú, pero we call it a trifle because it has a lot of different layers. Galletas. David, ¿cómo era galletas?
Biscuits.
Yes, well done. Cuidado aquí. We don't say biscuits. We say it like David pronounced it. We say biscuits.
And
¿vale?
cookies.
And cookies. What's the difference?
I think it's when you say cookies, it's a more, well, it's a bigger one, no?
It's bigger and it usually has chips, chocolate chips, or macadamia nuts, or those are the most common ones, or algo de fruta, pero tiene como trocitos de algo y son más grandes.
All right.
Yeah.
And the biscuits is the simple ones.
The simple ones, como las galletas María, por ejemplo. Those are biscuits. Very good. All right. Tarta de manzana crujiente. Apple crumble. C-R-U-M-B-L-E. Apple crumble. Very good. And last, tarta de plátano, dulce de leche y nata, que esto voy a intentar hacerlo estos días en casa, a ver si puedo este fin de semana. Banoffee pie. Banoffee pie. B-A-N-O-F-F-E-E. Y luego pie, por separado, dos palabras. Banoffee pie. Very good. So, bizcocho, Victoria sponge or sponge cake. Natillas, custard. Magdalena, muffin. Helado con sirope, sundae. Bollo, scone. Hojaldre, pastry. Galletas, biscuits. Tarta de manzana crujiente, apple crumble. Y tarta de plátano, dulce de leche y nata, banoffee pie. And yesterday we also had a look at the expression to have a sweet tooth. Y ponemos tooth en singular, no decimos dientes, decimos diente, tengo un diente dulce, que quiere decir que me gusta el dulce y soy golosa. Me gusta el dulce, soy golosa. Y entonces, I have a sweet tooth. Decimos a. I have a sweet tooth. That means that I like sweet stuff and desserts. And we also saw to make a mean, y luego cualquier cosa, muffin, por ejemplo, bollo. To make a mean muffin, to make a mean whatever. So, I'm going to very briefly give you a name of a person and a name of a dessert, and I want you guys to give me the sentence. Y vais a decir, this person has a sweet tooth, they want, esta persona tiene un diente dulce o es golosa y quiere tal cosa. O sea que si digo Jamie Natillas, vais a decir, Jamie has a sweet tooth and wants custard. Jamie has a sweet tooth and wants custard. Very good. All right. Lucy and bizcocho. Lucy has a sweet tooth and now she wants sponge cake. Lucy has a sweet tooth and now she wants sponge cake. Very good. Let's do one more. Larry galletas. Larry has a sweet tooth and now he wants biscuits. Larry has a sweet tooth and now he wants biscuits. Very good, everybody. Well done. Now, we are going to review two more things. One of these things was nothing but, or is nothing but. We had a look at it yesterday. ¿Qué significa nada más que? Pues no haces nada más que quejarte. You do nothing but complain. No haces nada excepto quejarte, que eso sí que lo haces mucho. You do nothing but complain. And so I'm going to say a sentence and you're going to rephrase it. All they do is moan. Quejarse. They do nothing but moan. Very good. They do nothing but moan. All I've done is teach English abroad. I've done nothing but teach English abroad. Cuidado con aboard and abroad. Aboard es a bordo y abroad es en el extranjero. So A-B-R-O-A-D, A-B-R-O-A-D, abroad es en el extranjero y aboard es a bordo, right? Careful there. All he does is stay in his room. He does nothing but stay in his room. He does nothing but stay in his room. Cuidado con esta pronunciación o la pronunciación de esta palabra. We say stay y no stay, ¿vale? All you've done is sit here and play video games. You've done nothing but sit here and play video games. You've done nothing but sit here and play video games. Very good. Venga, la última. All you've done is buy t-shirts, buy clothes. All you've done is buy clothes. You've done nothing but buy clothes. No has hecho nada más que comprar ropa. Es lo único que has hecho. Comprar ropa. You've done nothing but buy clothes. You've done nothing but buy clothes. Very good. Alrighty, guys, that was nothing but, which was yesterday's grammar. Now, I want to review the phrasal verb that we did, which was to put out. ¿Qué significaba to put out, David? ¿Te acuerdas?
Apagar un fuego.
Apagar un fuego. Y cuando queremos apagar la vela, ¿qué solemos decir?
To blow out.
Very good. To blow out a candle. Very good. Y aplica a fuego, ¿y a qué más puede aplicar? Put out.
Pues, to smoking, for example.
Yes. Cuando quieres apagar un cigarrillo, you put out the cigarette, ¿vale? You don't turn it off. Cuidado con esto. You can't turn off the cigarette or switch off the cigarette. Porque turn or switch implica que tiene un switch. ¿Cómo es en español, David? Que no me sale ahora.
Un interruptor.
Un interruptor, ahí está. So, si decimos turn or switch, eso significa que hay un interruptor. Y el cigarrillo no tiene interruptor. Es apagarlo. In English we say to put out. Okay? Put out a cigarette. So, yesterday we did some translations. Estuvimos haciendo algunas traducciones. Yo decía la frase en español, and you said the sentence in English. But now I'm going to read the text that we can find here, and we're going to answer some questions. También está en español, siempre está el texto en español y luego en inglés. Yo voy a leer el texto en inglés. Se llama Firewood, leña, ¿vale? Firewood. O sea, wood es madera, fire es fuego, madera para fuego, ¿vale? Que en español es leña. Firewood, todo junto, una palabra. So I'm going to read the text and we're going to see how many questions we can answer. Summer had arrived, and with it, the risk of forest fires. There were a lot of warnings on TV and in the newspaper telling people to put out bonfires and cigarettes properly. However, Sarah saw on the news that a major forest fire had started and firefighters hadn't been able to put it out before it spread. Judging by the winds and the dryness, the fire would be almost impossible to put out. Nevertheless, firefighters used helicopters to try and put the fires out and managed to put it out before it caused too much damage. They managed to put it out before it caused too much damage. Later, it was discovered that the fire had started because someone hadn't put their cigar out properly, porque alguien no había apagado bien el puro. I think this is the cause of most forest fires. People smoking in the forest, and then you really think that you've put your cigarette out, and I think most of the time you haven't. Or when it's so hot, I would say the answer to that is just don't smoke in the forest, basically. Just don't smoke. Bueno, vamos a ver estas preguntas, a ver si podemos contestarlas. Why were people being warned? ¿Por qué estaban advirtiendo? Why were people being warned to put cigarettes out properly? People were being warned to put cigarettes out properly because summer had arrived, había llegado el verano, and with it the risk of forest fires. El riesgo de fuegos, el riesgo de incendios. Siempre digo fuegos, de incendios. Okay. Who was trying to put out the forest fire? ¿Quién estaba intentando apagar el fuego? El incendio. Fuego, incendio, ¿no? Whatever. Potato, potato. Do you know this expression, David, when people say tomato, tomato, potato, potato?
Yes, of course.
What does that mean?
Pues que it's basically the same. It doesn't matter.
Claro. Same difference. It's the same thing. Very good. All right, so who was trying to put out the fire? Well, the firefighters were trying to put out the fire. That's what they were doing. That's their job. The firefighters. And why would the fire be difficult to put out? The fire would be difficult to put out because there was a lot of wind and a lot of dryness. Había mucho wind, mucho viento y mucha sequedad. And the wind and the dryness made it difficult to put out fires. All right, another question. How did they finally manage to put it out? They finally managed to put it out before it caused too much damage. How did they put it out? By using helicopters. Usando helicópteros. They managed to put it out by using helicopters. How had the fire started? ¿Cómo había comenzado el incendio? How had the fire started? The fire had started because someone hadn't put out their cigar properly. Someone hadn't put out their cigar properly. That is why. Because someone was smoking and they didn't put it out properly. So that is to put out. You always have to put out a cigarette, guys. Very, very good. To put out. Esto está en Domina los malditos phrasal verbs ingleses, page 161 and 162. And that, guys, concludes the review, which means that we are going to move on to today's vocabulary. Herbs and spices. Herbs and spices. That is what we are going to practice. So, hierbas aromáticas y especias. We're going to learn the name of different spices, especias. When you cook, do you use a lot of spices, David?
Yes, I do.
You do? You like them?
I like them, yes, porque mejoran, they improve the flavor.
I agree, yes. Most of them, anyway, improve the flavor.
Sin pasarte también.
Sin pasarte. Although I have to say that I like cultures where they use a lot of spices. Like in India, they use a lot of spices, right? And I love Indian food. Love it. Bueno, can you name any spice in English?
That would be difficult, but let's try to do it.
Tell me one that you might have in your head. Alguna que se te pueda ocurrir. La más facilita.
I was thinking about sugar. I don't think
It's not
it's
a spice. No.
It's not a
condiment.
spice. Claro.
That's a condiment. But, ¿cómo se dice jengibre?
Ginger.
Aha, very good. Do you like ginger?
I don't know.
Vale.
I can't remember the
No.
flavor of the ginger.
Okay. What about canela? ¿Cómo se dice?
Canela. I don't know.
Con C. 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 No?
No, I don't have an idea.
No? Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah.
Ah, you knew that, eh? ¿A que sí?
Sí, pero ni idea de que era eso, canela. Vamos.
Ah, no. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Okay. Let's have a look at them. I'm going to say it in Spanish. You guys are going to repeat after me when I say it in English. If there's any that you know, si hay alguna que te sabes, me lo dices. Me levantas el dedo y me lo dices en inglés. Let's have a look.
Okay.
All right, first one, guys. I'm going to say it in English and you're going to repeat after me. Tenéis que repetir después de mí y hay que hacerlo en voz alta. You have to do it out loud. You know this. Venga. Albahaca. We say basil. Basil. Y se escribe con S, pero no decimos basil, decimos basil, como si fuera una Z, fíjate. It's like a basil. Basil. B-A-S-I-L. B-A-S-I-L. Y latina L. Basil. Y no decimos basil, decimos bay, porque la A en inglés es A. Basil. Very good. Laurel. These are two words. Es hoja de laurel. And we call it bay leaf. Leaf, hoja. Bay, B-A-Y, B-A-Y. Y luego leaf, que es hoja, L-E-A-F. L-E-A-F. Bay leaf. Bay leaf. Very good. Comino. ¿Esta te la sabes? No. Cumin. Cumin. No. C-U-M-I-N. Cumin. Okay. No decimos cumin, decimos cumin. Tomillo. This is with the TH, but we don't pronounce it with the TH. We say thyme. Okay? Not thyme. We say thyme. Pero se escribe con H y con Y. T-H-Y-M-E-T-H-Y-M-E. Thyme. Azafrán. Saffron. Saffron. S-A-F-F-R-O-N. S-A-F-F-R-O-N. Saffron. Muy bien. Eneldo. Dill. This is actually the easiest word, probably, but the most difficult to remember, I think. A dill. D-I-double-L. D-I-L-L. Dill. Cilantro. Coriander. 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 C-O-R-I-A-N-D-E. Coriander. C-O-R-I-A-N-D-E-R. Coriander. Jengibre, David?
Ginger.
Ginger, very good. Ginger. Nuez moscada. Nutmeg. Nutmeg. N-U-T-M-E-G. Nutmeg. Y perejil. Parsley. Parsley, very good. P-A-R-S-L-E-Y. Parsley. Well done. Entonces hemos dicho albahaca, basil, laurel, bay leaf, comino, cumin, tomillo, thyme, azafrán, saffron, eneldo, dill, cilantro, coriander, jengibre, ginger, nuez moscada, nutmeg y perejil, parsley. Very good. So, by the way, this is on page 38 from the third book of vocabulario en inglés, el tercer libro de vocabulario en inglés, and we're going to practice to overdo something, pasarse con algo, to overdo it with the basil, por ejemplo, to overdo it with the ginger, por ejemplo. We're going to practice this, and we're going to do so right after the break. We're going to do this full activity, but first we're going to go on a short break, solo de 4 minutitos, only 4 minutes, so stay tuned, because we'll be back in 4 minutes.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
¿Tus hijos necesitan dar un salto de inglés este verano? ¿Tienen planes en el extranjero o simplemente quieren ganar confianza? Apúntales a nuestras clases particulares one-to-one. Con nuestras clases one-to-one ganarán confianza en inglés para alcanzar nuevas oportunidades. El inglés abre puertas y con Vaughan aprenderán inglés para vivir sus sueños. No esperes más y entra en grupovaughan.com e infórmate.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Buscas el impulso definitivo para tu inglés profesional? Con Master Plus de Vaughan lo tienes todo. 5 meses de clases intensivas en grupo con el Executive Master, más 5 meses adicionales de clases individuales one-to-one online, donde tú eliges el horario, el ritmo y el enfoque, gramática, conversación o lo que necesites. Master Plus es flexibilidad real para alcanzar fluidez profesional. Descúbrelo en grupovaughan.com/master.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti. Visita grupovaughan.com hoy mismo y descubre cómo nuestras clases particulares pueden transformar tu forma de aprender inglés. Flexibilidad y calidad en la enseñanza del inglés a tu medida.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Westwood Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción. Con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3000 niños viven nuestras inmersiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Ahora también en la playa. Llámanos al 917001199 y contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
Vaughan revoluciona el aprendizaje de idiomas con Speak Pro, la inteligencia artificial diseñada para mejorar tu inglés. Pronunciación precisa, fluidez y confianza lleva tu inglés al siguiente nivel. Pruébalo gratis hoy en speakpro.es. Tu inglés está a punto de cambiar para siempre.
The English learning business attracts opportunists. They often make a lot of money because people are looking for an easy solution, a painless solution. But go ahead, buy the solution. The cost will be double. Lost money and wasted time.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
Descubrir, aprender. Una radio única, como tú. Somos los de Vaughan. Esto es Vaughan Radio.
And we are back, everyone. We are back with Inglés con Ruby. I'm your host, Ruby, and we were learning a little bit of English. We did some vocabulary, so we did some review, and then we started with today's vocabulary. Son las 3:30 de la tarde de un martes 5 de mayo. It is the 5th of May already, guys. It is the 5th month of the year. Ya estamos en el 5º mes del año y parece que fue ayer Navidad. Y ya estamos en manga corta, guys. Son las 3:30 de la tarde, casi las 3:31, 15:31. And we are going to continue the vocabulary activity. Habíamos visto herbs and spices. Hierbas aromáticas y especias es lo que habíamos visto. Herbs and spices. And so I am going to very, very quickly and briefly review this. Voy a decirlo bien briefly, and then we're going to practice it with some sentences. La primera palabra que hemos aprendido es albahaca, que es basil. Very good, basil. Luego tenemos laurel, que es bay leaf. Comino, cumin, C-U-M-I-N. Tomillo, thyme. Azafrán, saffron. Eneldo, dill. Cilantro, coriander. Jengibre, ginger. Nuez moscada, nutmeg. Y perejil, parsley. And teníamos debajo de esta lista de vocabulario unas palabritas que dice to overdo, haber hecho demasiado. Overdo, to do but over. To overdo, que es algo que usamos para expresar que alguien ha exagerado algo o se ha pasado haciendo algo. Te has pasado con el eneldo, right? Por ejemplo, you have overdone it with the dill. It tastes too much like dill. You have overdone it with dill. Very, very good. O por ejemplo, Ruby siempre le echa demasiada sal a la comida. Ruby always overdoes it. Y decimos does porque es tercera persona. Ruby always overdoes it with the salt, por ejemplo, right? To overdo it with something. Okay. Hay algunas cuantas más que se encuentran muchísimo en las cocinas inglesas. This is very true. And one of those is curry powder. Curry powder, curry, ¿vale? Como curry en polvo. Curry powder is something that British people use a lot. Luego tenemos oregano, pepper, que es pimienta, pepper, rosemary, que es romero, rosemary, y canela, que lo hemos dicho antes, cinnamon, que a mí me encanta. I put it in the coffee every day. Okay, so what are we going to do to practice this? I'm going to say, por ejemplo, mushrooms, Laura. O no, mushrooms, y vamos a usar la primera persona, mejor, ¿no? O la segunda, you overdid it. Mushrooms, cumin, y ya está, to overdo, y vais a decir. These mushrooms are nice, but you overdid it with the cumin. O sea que está rico, estas setas, champiñones están ricas, pero te has pasado con el comino. You have overdone it with the cumin. Very good. Well done. All right, if I say, for example, digo, eggs y parsley, vais a decir, these eggs taste really nice, but you have overdone it with the parsley. They are nice, but you have overdone it. Very good. Te has pasado. Has exagerado con el parsley. Very good. Another one. Vamos a ver. The biscuits, ginger. Biscuits and ginger. These biscuits are very nice, but you have overdone it with the ginger. They are very nice, but you have overdone it with the ginger. Very good. They're very nice, but you have overdone it with the ginger. Muy bien. Let's go for scrambled eggs and cumin. These scrambled eggs are nice, but you have overdone it with the cumin. Very good. You have overdone it with the cumin. Mashed potatoes and nuez moscada, que es nutmeg. Mashed potatoes and nutmeg. These mashed potatoes are nice, but you have overdone it with the nutmeg. You have overdone it with the nutmeg. Very good. Albahaca. So let's go for smoked salmon and albahaca, which was basil. Smoked salmon and basil. This smoked salmon tastes really nice, but you have overdone it with the basil. They taste really nice, but you have overdone it with the basil. Very good. Stuffed peppers and nuez moscada. These stuffed peppers are really nice, but you have overdone it with the nutmeg. They are really nice, but you have overdone it with the nutmeg. Venga, stir-fried vegetables. Verduras salteadas, stir-fried vegetables. And we're going to go for eneldo. These stir-fried vegetables are very nice, but you have overdone it with the dill. Very good. They're very nice, but you have overdone it with the dill. Well done, guys. Now, herbs and spices. Está en la página 38 y 39 de el vocabulario en inglés 3, el libro vocabulario en inglés 3. Y las respuestas. The answer key are on page 250 at the back of the book. That's where you will find that's the page where you will find the answer key. And remember that we have an outlet now, Vaughan outlet, that you can go and access it via the website. If you go on grupovaughan.com, you go on books, libros y luego Vaughan outlet, pinchas sobre el banner Vaughan outlet, te van a salir todos los libros que están en outlets que siguen siendo súper relevantes. Muchos lo usan los profesores para dar clase, ¿vale? Como los vocabulary books, muchos están a €1, guys. €1, €1. And I've used a few books in the radio, and I'm sure that they are in the outlet section too, so go and have a look. That, guys, was today's vocab, which means that we have to now start with today's grammar. While, W-H-I-L-E, while. This means mientras. Por ejemplo, ¿qué vas a hacer mientras yo cocino la cena? Mientras yo hago la cena. What are you going to do while I make dinner? What are you going to do while I make dinner? Very good. While. Podemos decir whilst. Sí, pero the difference between while and whilst, number one, is that whilst is not very used anymore. Whilst, ya con la ST casi no se usa. We use while. However, guys, whilst is what we use when there is one subject only. And while we use when there are two sujetos, two subjects, okay? So, si yo digo, what were you doing at the same time that I was teaching? You are going to say, quiero que lo diga, I want you to rephrase it, lo reformuléis y digáis, what were you doing while I was teaching? Vamos a reformular estas preguntas. What were you doing while I was teaching? Let's have a look. What do you do when your friend is getting ready for work? What do you do while your friend is getting ready for work? Very good. What do you do while your friend is getting ready for work? Very good. What will you do when your boss is in the meeting? What will you do while your boss is in the meeting? What will you do while your boss is in the meeting? Very good. Were the soldiers shooting when the bombs were dropping? Were the soldiers shooting while the bombs were dropping? Were the soldiers shooting while the bombs were dropping? Very good. Will the actor rehearse when the others are filming? Will the actor rehearse while the others are filming? Can we say whilst? Sí, but it's not as natural anymore. While the others are filming, can we or will the actor rehearse while the others are filming? Well, that would be the most intelligent thing. Is the teacher going to monitor the yard when the children are playing? Is the teacher going to monitor the yard while the children are playing? Is the teacher going to monitor the yard while the children are playing? Very good. What will you do when I'm writing on the board? What will you do while I write on the board? What will you do while I write on the board? Very good. Does your friend take pictures when you are giving a speech? Does your friend take pictures when you are giving your speech? Does your friend take pictures while you are giving your speech? Does your friend take pictures while you are giving your speech? Very good. Did you get coffee when the others were in the meeting? Did you get coffee when the others were in the meeting? Did you get coffee while the others were in the meeting? Did you get coffee while the others were in the meeting? While. Very, very good. Guys, while, W-H-I-L-E, que es mientras. ¿Qué vas a hacer mientras? What are you going to do while? También, de hecho, podemos decir in the meantime. What are you going to do in the meantime? Pero, si decimos in the meantime, ya no podemos decir luego la acción. What are you going to do in the meantime of me? No, está mal. ¿Qué vas a hacer mientras tanto? No decimos ¿qué vas a hacer mientras tanto yo estoy en la...? No. ¿Qué vas a hacer mientras yo estoy en la reunión? ¿Qué vas a hacer mientras tanto? Pero no ¿qué vas a hacer mientras tanto yo estoy en la reunión? ¿No? Pues igual en inglés. We can't say what are you going to do in the meantime that I am in the meeting. Eso está mal. What are you going to do in the meantime? Or what are you going to do while I am in the meeting? Eso sí. Very, very good, everybody. Grammar, whilst and while. Mientras o mientras tanto. Well done. Now, that means that we are going to now start with today's common mistake. To stay or spend the night. En español decimos pasar la noche, but we don't say to pass the night. We say to spend the night or to stay the night. Quedarse la noche o pasar la noche. Stay or spend the night. So what are we going to do? I am going to say a sentence and you're going to rephrase it. Si digo, have you ever stayed the night? O vais a contestar, perdón. Have you ever stayed the night in a castle? You're going to say yes or no, pero decimos stay the night y no pass the night. Okay? Have you ever stayed the night in a castle? Yes, I have stayed the night in a castle. O bueno, en mi caso no. I have not ever stayed the night in a castle. Very good. Would you stay at a 1-star hotel if it were free? Es un condicional if it were free, perdón. Would you stay at a 1-star hotel? I would stay at a 1-star hotel if I were free. If it were free, not me. I would stay in a 1-star hotel if it were free. Very good. Have you ever stayed in a hostel with your friends? Yes, I have stayed in a hostel before. Yes, I have stayed in a hostel before. Very good. Have you ever spent the night outside? Spend the night. Yes, I have spent the night outside. Very good. Where did you spend last summer? Perdón, where did you spend last summer? No decimos stay last summer, porque además fue en el pasado. ¿Dónde te quedaste? Where did you stay? Not where did you spend, solo. Where did you spend last summer? ¿Vale? No decimos stay last summer. Stay solo lo decimos cuando estamos hablando de un sitio muy en concreto. Did you stay at the hotel last summer? ¿Vale? Did you spend all day in bed on Sunday? Did you spend all day in bed on Sunday? I didn't spend all day in bed on Sunday. I didn't spend all day in bed on Sunday. To spend. Aquí sí que podemos decir también stay. I didn't stay all day in bed on Sunday. Now ask me if I usually stay in hostels rather than hotels. And you would say, Ruby, do you stay or do you usually stay in hostels rather than hotels? Do you stay in hostels rather than hotels? Very good. Ask me if I would stay at my friend's house if it's too late. Would you stay at your friend's house if it's too late? Would you stay at your friend's house if it's too late? Very good. Ask me if I would stay at my friend's if it got too late. Ya lo hemos hecho. Ask me if I've ever spent the night in a castle. Me vais a preguntar a mí. So, Ruby, have you ever, y aquí have you ever, not did you ever. ¿Has alguna vez? Have you ever spent the night in a castle? Have you ever spent the night in a castle? Very good. Ask me if I have ever spent the night in my car. Have you ever spent the night in your car? Very good. I have not. Let's do one more. Ask me if I would stay at my friend's. No, perdón. Ask me if I stay at my brother's house when I go to England. Do you stay at your brother's house when you go to England? Do you stay at your brother's house when you go to England? Very good. Do you stay, not do you pass. Y tampoco decimos, en este caso, do you spend, porque sería spend the summer o spend the night. Siempre tiene que ir seguido de un time frame. Si es un sitio, sí que podemos decir stay, pero no spend, ¿vale? Well done, everybody. Now that was the common mistake. We say to stay or spend the day, the night, the summer, not to pass. And that takes us straight to today's phrasal verb. To have on, llevar puesto. To put on es poner. Take off, quitar. Y to have on es llevar puesto. Llevar algo puesto. Esto está en la página 348 y 49 de Domina los malditos phrasal verbs ingleses book. Y ya sabéis que este es un phrasal verb transitivo, and what happens there is that cuando el phrasal verb es separable y el complemento directo es un pronombre, lo tenemos que colocar entre el verbo y la preposición. Y cuando el phrasal verb, que es separable en este caso, y el complemento directo es un sustantivo, podemos colocarlo entre el verbo y la preposición o después de la preposición. But we can separate it. So, to have on. I'm going to say a sentence in Spanish and you are going to translate the sentence. Let's see if we can do all of them. La primera. ¿Por qué llevas puesto tu abrigo? Why do you have your coat on? Why do you have your coat on? Ella llevaba puesto un vestido rosa. Aquí podemos decir también to be wearing, llevar puesto. She was wearing a pink dress. Or she had a pink dress on. Or she had on a pink dress. Los dos llevaban puesto lo mismo. They both had on the same thing. They both had on the same thing. They both had the same thing on. Llevo puestos mis calcetines de la suerte. I have my lucky socks on. I have my lucky socks on. Very good. Esa persona no lleva puesto nada, no lleva nada puesto. That person has nothing on. That person has nothing on. Y aquí podemos decir, that person isn't wearing anything. That person isn't wearing anything at all. Very good. ¿Llevas puestos los zapatos? Do you have your shoes on? Do you have your shoes on? Habla con alguien que lleve puesto un credencial. Talk to someone who has a name tag on. Talk to someone who has a name tag on. No puedes llevar puesto un gorro aquí. Aquí no se llevan gorros. No puedes llevar puesto un gorro aquí. You can't have a hat on in here. You can't have a hat on in here. You can't wear hats in here. You can't wear a hat, wear hats, or have a hat on. To have on, muy bien, que no solo es con ropa. Maybe something's on something else, right? And there's one thing on top of the other, not have to be particularly on your clothes or body. El ladrón llevaba puesto un pasamontañas. The thief, o podemos decir también the burglar. The thief or the burglar had a ski mask on. The burglar had a ski mask on. Qué suerte que él llevaba puestas sus botas de goma. It was lucky that he had his Wellingtons on. Wellingtons really is a brand, es como decir Rimmel, que es una marca, aunque en español ya decimos Rimmel, aunque es máscara de pestañas. The same goes for this, and now it's become Wellingtons. These have become Wellingtons, but in reality they're called rain boots, right? Rain boots, but nowadays we call it Wellingtons for some reason. And guys, that is to have on, to have something on, llevar algo puesto. Page 348 and 349 from the Domina los malditos phrasal verbs ingleses book. And before I go and we finish the show, I want to remind you that tonight is the night. Tonight you can meet Rob and Andy from the lunchtime show at Vaughan Radio Trivia Night. That is today, hoy 5 de mayo, at 8 o'clock in Toast Tap Room Malasaña en calle San Vicente Ferrer 33 aquí en Madrid. Rob and Andy from the lunchtime show. I think it's a general knowledge trivia night and it's going to be fun and packed and fun. So don't miss it, everybody. Rob and Andy today, 5th of May at 8 o'clock in Toast Tap Room Malasaña. And as for me, I want to remind you to stay curious and keep shining. Bye-bye.
Vaughan Radio Madrid 100.4 FM.
¿Quieres un descuento en los cursos intensivos de inglés de Vaughan? Pues ahora es el momento. Puedes obtener un descuento de hasta 39%. Para más información sobre este descuento u otros, pásate por nuestra web grupovaughan.com.
¿Tus hijos necesitan dar un salto de inglés este verano? ¿Tienen planes en el extranjero o simplemente quieren ganar confianza? Apúntales a nuestras clases particulares one-to-one. Con nuestras clases one-to-one ganarán confianza en inglés para alcanzar